Let us start with the sound of Om 3 times, followed by the Shanti prayer. Come into the state of the prayer, state of the meditation. Adjust your body position, your spine straight, keep your body erect, keep your body relaxed. Lift up your spine, maintain the normal curvature, open up the chest, take the shoulders back, keep the chin parallel to the ground, eyes are gently closed, and my body is breathing effortlessly. And then slowly, consciously allow the body to inhale slowly. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Parivavahai Tejasvinavadhimastu Ma Vidvishavahai Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Yeah, welcome. Good evening, friends. Welcome, everyone. Before Dasra, this lecture series was planned and with the help of Mumbai Vaidya Sabha and Prana Yoga Therapy Center. And it was a really very appreciable thing. Lot of people attended many lectures and appreciated all the efforts. So and today is the last lecture. We have organized, this is in the Prana Yoga Therapy Center. This is the 4th lecture series. We have organized 2 lecture series on yoga therapy, 1 lecture series on Yuktahar, and this is the 4th lecture series on Ayur Yoga lecture series. And so I am thankful once again to Mumbai Vaidya Sabha for providing us all the beautiful speakers, highlighting the basic concepts of Ayurveda, which are very much supportive to the yoga. And with this introduction, it is my pleasure to introduce today's topic and today's speaker. Today's topic is RITUCHARYA. A lot of things we already follow in RITUCHARYA. For example, in the month of January, we started eating till. That is so all our RITUCHARYA habits are planned according to the body's need and body's requirement. And Ayurveda has given this beautiful concept that not only according to season, we should also able to change the food habits, change the certain foods more frequently, which helps in balancing the state of the body, the state of the doshas, the state of the dhatus, and the state of malas. So that is the concept of seasonal regimen. According how we should change according to season. Not only हम खाली कपड़े ही नहीं बदलते, हमको कपड़ों के अलावा और चीजें भी बदलनी आनी चाहिए. And that is the concept. Very happy to introduce my senior, my college mate, my senior colleague, Dr. Vinod Mehta ji. Vinod Mehta is a traditional Ayurvedic practitioner who is following the lineage of his grandfather, and he is having a very traditional Ayurvedic clinic based at Mumbai. Dr. Vinod Mehta has did his Ayurvedic basic graduation, that is Ayurveda from Mumbai University, and also he did his MBA. So he is a good person. I think he is one of the best person to talk how to talk Ayurveda. So without taking much of time, I request Dr. Mehta, Vaidya Mehta, rather than that is the proper word, Vaidya Vinod Bhai Mehta, to start his presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks for your appreciation and thanks for giving me this opportunity to speak before this esteemed team of yoga practitioners and doctors. Well, friends, what should I say? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you, because you all are from the different regime of the world. So welcome all of you in the Ayurveda lecture series, Ayurveda Education International Lecture Series for Yoga Practitioners. I am thankful to Prana Yoga Center for giving this opportunity. I am thankful to Mumbai Vaidya Sabha for organizing such a excellent series of lectures, very informative. So friends, today I'll be talking on RITUCHARYA. And before that, we'll start with a small prayer of our Lord Bhagwan Dhanvantari. Om Piyushpani Sakirita Kundalam Chaturbhuja Charu Vishalam Mitram Sarub Jananam Sukha Shanti Dayanam Dhanvantari Tvam Shirsana Mama Udavita Bhishan Jalodhara Bhara Bhugna Shocham Dasham Apagata Jivitashaha the Pada Pankaj Rajobita Digda Deha Martya Bhavanti Makarad Tulya Rupa. Lord Dhanvantari has the power to give rebirth to the person who is dying and make his body as beautiful as the gold. So we're going in. We'll start our today's session. So namaste everyone. Once again, good evening from Mumbai. And we'll declare that we have no conflict of interest in any information given here, in any opinion, in any person, in any product or in any company. I sincerely apologize for any misinformation, all the Sandhi pronunciations, any repetitions, and anything against the Ayurvedic principles. Well, friends, start with this. According to RITUCHARYA, you should know about the season. And this is the recent photograph being taken on Marina of Mumbai, India at 6 o'clock in the evening. So you can see the weather around. Foggy, smoky, look at the poor sun. He should be shining at 6 o'clock, but he's also having just glares on his eyes and becomes so pink and beautifully red. Friends, on request to all of you, please share in the chat box your name, your city, your state, your country, the current time in the season. According to us, today we are in Mumbai, India. Today is 13th October. The time is Indian Standard Time, 7 o'clock and 11 minutes. Right now, here in India, the Ritu is the Sharad. We can call it rainy season too, just passing away the rains. So if you share your details with us, in our next program, we will be able to focus on these seasons, on your particular area, on your particular region, so you will enjoy it more. Today's session we have taken as per the seasons of India. Thank you. So friends, we know every time, everywhere, there are always different regime of the seasons. But nowadays, because of the climatic changes, atmosphere is very heavy, where it should be minus 10 degree, the temperature has gone to plus 40, 50, where it should be plus, temperatures have gone down to minus 10, the people are dying because of the heat, people are dying because of the extreme cold wave. And in this specially particular region, in the deserts, nowadays it rains a lot. So there creates a lot of problem with the system there because they are not enough prepared to welcome such rain. So the drains are off and there are many social and many, say, regional problems they face. So this is how the season happens. Our sun, you know very well, you all are doctors, you all are yoga practitioners, you know very well about it, how the sun rotates on its own, how the earth rotates around the sun, how earth rotates itself, and the sun is there, but we are moving around. So the different angle of the sun, different angle of our earth, different movement of the earth creates and gives us the changes of the season. So right now we are having evening. You must be in the other hemisphere of the world. You must be having a morning breakfast, or somebody must be having their lunch. Someone must be having preparing their high tea, or somebody must have taken the dinner. And I think that many people have just their videos are off, so maybe they must be lying in the bed and just preparing to get up to sleep and enjoying our lecture. So we know how the season changes from such chilled weather. It is snowfall somewhere. It may be an autumn somewhere. It must be summer somewhere. In India, now it's almost the last part of the rainy season. We are just enjoying the last showers. And October heat, obviously, yes, it's troubling us more than the showers. So you can see how the blossoms are there in the spring. So these are how the season changes. So these are the meteorological seasons in northern hemisphere. The autumn is from September to November. I'm just talking about this current season. In southern it is hemisphere, it is spring, September 1st to 30th November. Like same, you are just listening and you are watching our lectures since 15 days. So I think all of you must have been more or less expert in the Ayurvedic principles. But I'll give you the short summary so you'll be able to understand the reason, what is the cause of why we are giving you the Ritucharya and Dinacharya. So in basic Ayurveda, principle of Ayurvedic is basic of the three doshas, that is Vata, Pitta, Kapha. According to that, three prakritis of yourself, your human body, and then even nature's prakriti. So it is also Vata Prakriti, Pitta Prakriti, Kapha Prakriti, and it must be the mixed Vata Pitta, Vata Kapha, Pitta Kapha, or sometimes Tridosaja Vata Pitta Kapha. Well, there are main six tastes according to Ayurveda. That is Madhur the sweet, Amla the sour, Lavan is salty, Katu is spicy, Tikta is bitter, and Kasa is tasty. So whatever we eat, basically it's a combination of these six tastes. Maybe we are eating one taste. If you just taste salt, it will be absolutely salty. But after that, if you drink a sip of water, you may get a little sweet taste in your mouth. And the basic principle of Ayurveda and of our Vedas and Upanishads, yatha pinde tata brahmande, whatever you have in your body is there in the nature, whatever nature you have in the body. So there are the five elements, you know all very well. That is the Prithvi, the earth is the solid element, and Apa, the water, the liquid, Tej, fire, the heat or hot, Vayu, the air is the wind, and Akash is the space, is the air. So these are the five elements are in the nature in the body also. So as the nature changes, these Panch Mahabhuta, they affects our body mechanism. They affects our digestion, they affects our tolerance of heat or cold, they affects our psychological disorders. In the nature, they are the causes of many diseases because of the change in the nature. So in the nature, there are two basic properties, that is smooth and dry, ruksh and snigdha. Two type of touches. This is hot and cold. We are not talking about the mixed ones, warm, lukewarm, or like that. Two type of weight, lagu, the light, and guru, the heavy. And two type of status. It's a draw liquid or it's ghana solid. So when you learn about the Ritucharya or Dinacharya, if you know about this cold and hot, light and heavy, dry and smooth, it will be very easy for you to understand the basics of it. So Ritucharya and Dinacharya, they come together. Dinacharya recently on this Saturday evening, our Dr. Hima Nanavati from Mumbai, India has very precisely described about how your day should be, how you should follow the day regime, how you should follow the night regime. So everyone has to live healthy life according to that. So it becomes challenging to pay attention to health and work because if you are working, it's very difficult. Many people today only got a patient who is sitting for 12 hours in the office in AC. Again, within half an hour, reaches home. Again, he is in AC. So out of 24 hours, if you are in AC for say almost 20 hours of the day. So definitely is going to affect your health and your body. So for that, Ayurveda has a lot of description. Ayurveda has a lot of material. Ayurveda give a lot of knowledge how your day and night should be, how your season your behavior should be. So it becomes a promotion. It gets harmony with your mind, body, and the soul. Dinacharya I have very clearly understood. Dinacharya also happens because of the two cycles of the day. The two cycles of the prominence of dosas. The first cycle from sunrise to sunset, approximately we have just taken standard time, 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock. The kapha dosha is prominent at that time. So you might have noticed even yourself when you get up in the morning, you must be getting up with the sneeze, you must be getting up with the cough, and especially you have to go to spit out cough again and again, or go to blow your nose, especially the children. Same way in the mid part of the day, that is 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock, the pitta dosha, the pitta dosha aggravates. So you feel hungry if you didn't have breakfast, and even if your lunch time is approaching 1:32 o'clock is the standard time for the lunch. That time you get the feel of hunger because of the pitta dosha. At that time, the sun is also on the peak on the top, so that also creates a lot of heat. And now the end part of the day, from the 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock, the vata dosha happens. So many of you must have heard from the many people that during the daytime I was very well, but by the time the evening comes, my back starts aching, my knee starts hurting, I feel lethargic, I feel a little drowsy, I need something to eat or drink. That is because of the vata dosha in the nature and your body too. Same way happen in the second cycle from sunset to sunrise. Again, we are taking the standard time 6 o'clock to 6 o'clock. So again, 6 o'clock in the evening to 10 o'clock in the night, kapha dosha increases. So while you go to sleep, as soon as you lie down, many of the patients they complain that as soon as we lie down, we start coughing. In the evening, at the evening time, many of them they don't feel like eating anything. They don't feel hungry. That is because of the vitiation of kapha dosha in your body as well as the in the surrounding. 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock is the pitta dosha Ayurveda is mentioned, and very clearly it has been very clearly established that because of the pitta, because of the acid, peptic ulcers and duodenal ulcers, at whatever time you had your food, duodenal ulcer without any alarm will wake up you at night exactly between 1:30 to 2 o'clock. That time you have to have a sip of water, you have to just move around, if somebody having a cup of cold milk or that, especially I'm talking about hyperacidity patients. So that time is the pitta time for your body because your food is going in the digestive system. It is moved further from your stomach to the small intestine. So at that time the acid accumulates, and at that time in the night also the pitta. Same way 2 o'clock or the 6 o'clock is the time of water. So you must have learned more about the doshas and their properties. So vata dosha creates pain, stiffness, dryness. So when you get up from the bed in the morning at 6:30, 6 o'clock, our alarm bells because you have to start our yoga class at 7 o'clock. So when person gets up in the morning, little stiff of the back, stiff of the neck, body is little bit uncomfortable. So always our sir starts our lecture with the shavasana. So first you relax your body, and then immediately he takes you for the Anulom Pranayam and Kapalabhati to freshen up yourself, and then micro exercise. So friends, these are the regime of the day. Same happens with the seasons. According to Ayurveda, there are 6 seasons. Year is divided into 2 kala, that is 2 time periods, and each kala comprises of 3 seasons. So it total gives 6 seasons a year. Each season lasts for 2 months, and these seasons are precisely found in Indian subcontinent. We enjoy all the 6 seasons thoroughly, perfectly as per the time. There are some exceptions because of the climatic changes. So they are the season according to our Earth movement on the front of the sun and on the back side of the sun. So whatever season we are having, exactly on the back hemisphere, the opposite season must be starting. Here mainly we'll focus over the seasons of India. So you can see it's in a language of Hindi, but it mentions all the seasons name, in which month it comes, and which English month it comes in Hindi. So according to Ritu Chakra, Now, right now we are going through Bhadrapad and Ashwin Mas. So right now we are having Sharad Rutu. So that is almost September and October. After that will come Kartik and Markshis, that is Hemant Rutu, November and December. After that, Shishi, that is Posh and Margashisa, that is January and February. Then comes the beautiful spring Vasant season from Phagun and Chaitra. Then comes the extreme heat, Grishma Rutu, that is Vaishak and Jayeshta. And then again, let us hope for the good rain, Ashad and Shravan, that is July and August. So this is the seasonal cycle we have in our India. And this is as per English calendar. So right now, in the October, November, that is a halfway through spring. It must be warm, wet, windy, abundant flowers and insects. In December and January, that will be high summer, warm to hot, native grasslands, grow tall, set seeds, birds feeding the young. February and March, that is late summer. I'm talking about the particular part of the earth because there are always different seasons according to different region. In April, May, it may be early winter, where in the India we are facing extreme heat, extreme summer. In June, July, there will be deep winter, and again in July, August, it will be pre-spring. So this is way how the earth gives us the different climate, the different time to enjoy and to live happily, live healthy. So according to Ayurveda, these two type of seasons, three each, had been divided, had been mentioned into two type of time regions. That is Adan Kal and a Visarga Kal. Adan, you get, Visarg, you give. Adan, you are getting something from the nature. Visarg, nature is sucking out something from the nature. So in the northern solstice, that is we call Uttarayan because our sun, our earth goes in the sun on the northern side of the sun. So that is normally from 14th of July, 14th of I'm sorry, 14th of January to 14th of July. And you know how we celebrate the 14th July? In 14th July, we celebrate ourselves with sesame and jaggery and a lot of sweets, and we fly the kites. In China, in their Chinese calendar year, they fly the kites. In India, particularly in our northern region and in our entire India, on 14th of January, we fly the kites just to say hi to the sun. So that Shishirutu is the mid-January to mid-March, that is winter. Vasant Rutu the spring from mid-March to mid-May. Grishma Rutu the summer from mid-May to mid-July. Same Visarga Kal. In this Visarga Kal that is in southern solstice, that is called Dakshinayan. So from that we start our journey towards the south. So towards the south, that is from 14th July to 14th January, that is Varsha Rutu, that is mid-July to mid-September. Here we can't celebrate it because it's raining everywhere, so we can't move out of the house from the office. So we will just sit in our home and enjoy the sip of coffee or tea. In Sharad Rutu, in autumn, it is mid-September to mid-November. Yeah, this is the perfect season for India. Here we have a lot of celebration, lot of as soon as the September starts, we celebrate the number of festivals. Diwali, you must have enjoyed. You there also. In Hemant Rutu, that is late autumn or pre-winter, that is mid-November to January. So now we'll talk about Adankal, the northern solstice, that is Uttarayan. During this season, the sun and wind are extremely powerful. So I told you why we fly the kite, because our flight easily goes off in the sky. In the sun, words of the energy and strength from the people. It reduces the cooling qualities of the earth because of extreme heat. The scorching sun gives balmy and purged qualities of the plant and the humans and reducing the strength among the individuals. So here we have three ritus. This is Shishir, Vasanta, and Grishma. The Shishir Ritu comes in the mid-January to mid-March, and during this season, environment remains cold and windy. The dosha, the kapha dosha happens, and Agni, your digestion power, is remains higher. In the Shishir Ritu, the common winter illness we always face, that is common cold, most common. Acute ear infections because of the windy, flu, bronchitis, pneumonia, sore throat, gastroenteritis, nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. So you should keep in mind in this season you are very much prone to get affected by such type of disorders. That's why Ayurveda gives you the regime, how you should behave yourself. So your diet should always be having amla taste is preferred because of vitamin C, because you are losing a lot of energy by the sweat. So you should have more of cereals and pulses, wheat, gram and flour items. New rice is very easily digestible because your fire is high, so you need anything which can be digested. Absolutely, the corn and other are suggested. Ginger, garlic, in the medicinal property of aritaki, pipali, and sugarcane items are preferred. Milk and milk items should be included in your daily regime. Food having cut to the pungent taste, thick the bitter taste, and kashai the astringent. Dominating rust should be stayed away because it is sucking away energy from you, and already your digestive fire is too high. So you should avoid this type of taste. You drink herbal teas made of saffron, ginger, clove, and cappuccino. The food item should be light, easily digestible, shita, little, cold in the nature. The lifestyle, you can massage with the oil, that is sesame oil, mustard oil, yellow mustard, or is it dry ginger powder, curcuma powder, or pepperine powder. The paste of sesame oil, dry ginger, Tiplimul and Kantakari are have available here. You can make a paste of it, apply on your body, and you can enjoy this. Take shower with tepid water. Avoid exposure to sunlight and wearing warm clothes. Now comes the most enjoyable spring, the Vasant Ritu, that is mid-March to mid-May. So friends, we enjoy the beginning of this season. We play the colors. Like in the nature, this spring season, you can see the colorful flowers all over, and for that we celebrate it with the plain colors putting on each other, and we enjoy the beginning of this season. And in this season, the rasa and mahabhutati season, the main rasa kashayaras that becomes prominent, and prithvi and vayu, so the earth and air, it becomes prominent respectively. The strength during this season remains in little medium range, and the vitiation of kapha dosha occurs, and agni remains manda. So in this season, the kapha dosha, you are more prominent to get the problem with the kapha dosha. In Ayurveda also, in our Upanishads also, the Vasant Ritu, the spirit has been mentioned, like in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, though the Bhagavan Shri Krishna is mentioned is Ritunama Vasanta Kusumaraha. This is my own creation. Vritsma Tatha Saman Gayatri Chanda Samaham Masanam Maga Shishoham Rutunam Kusumaka. The best is Bruhat Samvedin Shastras, Gayatri Kalp in Chandakala, Magashisa in all the months, Vasant Kusumakar in all the seasons. Kusum means the flowers. Kusumakar, the flower, it's a flowering season. Tato Vasante Samprapte Kishuka Jolana Prabaha Nishpatra Satantareju Shobhyanto Dharatanam Puran. In Vasant Ritu, the palas, the tree of palas, it blooms like flower. It's red flowers all over with the flowers, loaded trees, whole earth beautified. And according to Brahma Purana, beginning of nature started from Chaitra Masa and Shukla Pratipada. Indian calendar begins from this day. We call this a Gudi Padwa. So in Indian continent, we take this day as our New Year, beginning of New Year, according to the Shastra and Upanishad. Here the common disorder will be, as we said, the cough variation, so cold, cough, sneezing, rhinitis, bronchitis, sinus, indigestion, heaviness, nausea, and excess of salivation occurs in this region, in this season. So in the Vasant Ritu, though you should follow the diet, you should take diet, the food should be easily digested. In cereals, in wheat, rice, in old barley suggested, pulses, lentil, and moong can be eaten. Bitter, katu, pungent, kashaya, the astringent should be eaten. Honey can be added to your diet just to help the fire. And food that are cold, heavy, vicious should be avoided. In Vasant Ritu, the lifestyle you should observe is using tepid water for bathing is considered ideal. Exercising during Vasant Ritu is the must to warm up yourself. You should not sleep in the daytime because according to Ayurveda, if you sleep in the daytime, your kapha dosha gets vitiated and it gets affected 8 or 9. Massage with powder of sandalwood, saffron, and ushiri suggested. Kawal, you can do gargle with sesame oil. Doom, the smoke in a pipal or palash leaves. You can put some ajwain, some clove, some cappuccino, and that smoke is also very useful to cure your cough. In Anjana, in your eyes, you can apply the castor oil dust, prepare at your home. In cleansing measures, you can do in a panchakarma, like vomit with a yasti madhu and a madanafal. And nasal drops, you can put sesame oil or cow ghee, you can put in the nose. You should put in the nose in this season. Now comes the dish that we all are very much against this season. As soon as any chance we get, would like to sit in the AC and would like to sit in a cool, comfortable environment. The season is intensely hot. Environment is prevalent with unhealthy wind. The plants are lifeless. The strength of an individual becomes very weak because of the dehydration and excessive perspiration. But many of the people, say almost half of the world, they enjoy the summer because they never come out from the degree temperature from minus 20 to 10, 5, 4, 3. So they enjoy the summer. I'm talking about our Indian continent. The strength of Indian becomes weak in the dosha disposition of Vata happens. And the Kapha dosha is relaxed during this season, which was get accumulated in previous season. Agni of the person remains in very mild condition. Because of the heat, you won't feel like eating. You'll always like to drink something because of the dehydration, because of the excessive perspiration. In the Grishma Ritu, the common disorders will be dehydration, obviously, sunburn, heat stroke, allergy, rashes on the skin, fungal infection, prickly heat, diarrhea, chickenpox, jaundice, and typhoid. That is because of the local infection occurs because of the excess heat in the environment, because of the food, the quality of food we eat. That also matters to avoid all these type of diseases. The lifestyle should you try to remain in the cool spots, applying sandalwood and other aromatic paste all over the body, decorating yourself with the blossoms and just dance and keep yourself cool, wearing light dresses. Napping at the daytime is useful in this because in the daytime napping, you are just suppressing your vata in the pitta dosha and your kapha dosha will take over. And amid night, one can appreciate the cool moon rays with the breeze. Just come out on a terrace and enjoy the cool rays of the moon. Extreme exercise or hard work is to be avoided, and excess of sex, liberality, and alcohol preparations should be excluded. In the Grishma Ritu, your diet should be food should be like to process, madhur the sweet taste, snigdha the smooth one, shita the cool, drava the liquid or the fluid, rice, lentil should be eaten. Drink a lot of water, different type of fluids, cold water, buttermilk, fresh juices. Mango juice comes. Mango is the season. This is the season, particularly for the mangoes in our region. So each and everyone would like to enjoy the mangoes. And a coconut water you should have. Avoid very salty, very sharp, and very acid, acidic taste food. And to avoid ushna nourishments. Now comes the Visarga Kal, the southern solstice, the Dakshinayam. During this season, the sun descends. So the southward movement of the sun called southern solstice. The word derived from Visarga means giving. In Visarga Kal, the ayan gives strength. People typically gain strength. The moon is more powerful. The earth is cool with the clouds, rain, and cold wind. Digestive power or Agni is good during this season. Food is more nourishing and strengthening in nature. Plant shows predominance of sweet, sour, and saline taste. And in this Visarga Kala, the three season comes, that is Varsha, Hemant, and Sharad Ritu. So in the Varsha Ritu, the monsoon, mid-July to September, we have just recently in the last week, we have just observed such heavy thundering and lightning all over our region. The sky is cloudy, the rain happens without thunderstorm, but during June to September, the lakes and rivers are filled with water. Thus, in the season are Amla, the acidic, Mahabhutar, Prithvi, and Agni, the earth and fire. The strength becomes weak. Vitiation of Vata dosha and deposition of Pitta happen. And it vitiates the Agni also. So in the Varsha Ritu, the loose water is stool because of the new water, because of the impurity of the drinking water, the bloating, abdominal cramps, nausea and fever, cold and fever. dengue, malaria, and typhoid. These are very common in our region in this season. So in Varsha Ritu, particularly in diet routine, you should have more of sour and salty taste. Sneha qualities to be eaten, the smooth ones. Among the grains, old barley, rice, wheat, and so on are suggested. Use the mixed vegetable, green, gram, tomato soups into the daily diet. You should add it. Medicated water or boiled water should be the more preferable. The very common practice is there in our say urban areas, and especially in rural areas. They put a small piece of alum. They move in the water. So because of that alum, that physical impurities settle down. Then they take it out. And here in India, we have the practice of always filter the drinking water because of these reasons only. So the food which are substantial and difficult to process should be avoided. Here we eat, especially in this season when it rains a lot. So there is a system when it rains a lot, we call up at home and let's make the bhajia and shira. That is a glass for liters. Variations in the deep fried balls we fried in the oil. The deep balls of potato, onions, spinach, and green leafy vegetables and green chilies. It's very spicy. Avoid it if you can't. And the spices mixed with the grape flour. This is, please sir, keep it out of record, and it may increase the cholesterol. So avoid fried food if you are not fit. Same sweet confections, maintaining of wheat, sugar, milk, and dry fruit. We call it shira or halwa. It may increase your sugar, so you can make it sugar free. Enjoy the hot cup of tea or coffee and watching the rain. Have it sugar free if you are diabetic. So in the lifestyle, always carry an umbrella like this baby is holding, but she's enjoying the rain too. Boil water or bathing, massaging the body properly with sesame oil, particularly medicated basti, enema is prescribed as an evacuation measure to expel vitiated dosas in this season. No drenching in rain, carry an umbrella or rainwear, no napping in the day, no heavy exercise, no excessive sex, no very hard work, avoid direct wind, and no staying at the river bank because you don't know where the upper river, our water flow will come and when the river will be flooded. Say within minutes. Here we have our all over India is covered with the rivers all over. And when the heavy rain starts, and when it comes from the upper region, from the hilly region, sometimes within suddenly the rain flow increases and suddenly the water flow increases. And in the hilly region, especially in the Sikkim, in Assam region, in our Himachal Pradesh, in Kashmir and all, it starts snowfall, and within minutes your road will be flooded with the snowfall and the snowballs you must be stuck somewhere. Now comes the Sharad Rutu, there is autumn. It's also one of the beautiful season, mid-September to mid-November. So here we celebrate all our festivals. Sun turns out to be little splendid. The sky stays clear and with white clouds. The earth is smeared with the wet mud. It prevails. The rasa is lavan, the salt. Transcendent Mahabhuta are Apa and Agni, water and fire. Strength and energy stays in the medium. And Vata dosha, in vitiation of Pitta dosha, is vitiated. And Agni increases. So in Sharad Rutu, because of the season, COVID-19, again the third wave is arriving all over the world. And especially dengue and chikungunya is very common in this season. Viral fever, high flu, urticaria, fungus, gastritis, and migraine is very common in this season. So for this season, you should have the diet regime of having all the Maduras, have a lot of sweets. So we have the series of festivals where we always enjoy with the sweets always. Tikta, the sharp of taste. Lagu, the food should be processed very in the light. Properties to mollify vitiated Tiktan food are advised. Wheat, gram, sugar, sweets, nectar, patola, honey is to eat. Hot, bitter, sweet and astringent food stay away from. The food products such as fat, oil, curds are to be excluded. Here I have given two controversial statements. Have nectar, honey and all, and avoid the sugar in the second statement. Avoid the sweet. So this is particularly for the sugar and jaggery we are talking about. In Sharad your lifestyle habit of eating food just when hungry is suggested. Don't overeat yourself because again it will create digestive disorders. Water sanitized by the beams of the sun in the day if you don't have any facilities. Otherwise, you should always pass it through UV rays. Moon during the evening for drinking. Moon water, there is moon water. during the evening for drinking and bathing, to wear flower garlands and to apply paste of sandalwood. Instead of the methods of viration, cleansing, the purgation is advised in this season. Rakta mokshan is out to be finished during this season. Rakta mokshan, yani the panchakarma in Ayurveda, we put a leech on the body which sucks out the blood from your body, and it helps to create clear, which is created dosha during this season. No napping during the day is advised. No exposure to the sunlight and no excessive eating. So, friends, behave yourself in Diwali. Just stick yourself. Now will come the Hemant Rutu, that is mid-November and mid-January. It will be late autumn and pre-winter. Almost it's same winter only in India. It's a time before winter is called Hemant Rutu. It is perhaps the most pleasant time with a cool breeze, slightly chilled air, morning dew makes the dreamy season. Some trees in the Himalayas and other hills complete shedding their leaves in this season. So in this season, the blow of cool breeze begins and the chillness is felt. Dominating rasa is madhur. Overwhelming Mahabhuta are Prithvi and Agni, earth and water. The energy and strength stays on the highest grade. So vitiated Pitta dosha gets eschewed and action of Agni is increased. So in Hematutu, the complication, the common is that the dry skin because of the winter and vasoconstriction of the blood because of the excess of cold season, cold region everywhere. So that's why you have to keep yourself warm. Increase the pitta, the bile. The more hunger, you feel more hungry. Heat generates in the body and the muscle gets contracted to fight with the cold in the nature. So your body itself gets warm on your own. So you have to generate your heat in the body, help it, and muscle contraction. Do yoga, exercise, and Surya Namaskar is the must in this season. And the diet routine, one should eat the unprocessed, sweet, tarty, and salty food. Among grains and pulses, heavy rice, flour, green gram, urd dal, etc. Fats, dairy items, sugarcane items, fragmented tila is advised in this season. And Vata aggravating foods such as lagu, the light, cold, cold drinks, and dry food should be avoided. It should be smooth. Lifestyle exercising is the must in the season. The body and head massage. Use warm water for the wash. And Atapa Sevana is the typical word in the Ayurveda. That is take sun bath. Substantial garment. Just warm up yourself. Keep yourself packed. Sexual liberty with one accomplice only. Warm place is suggested. And napping during the day and exposure to strong and cold wind should be avoided. Because napping in the day, as previously mentioned, it may aggravate your kapha dosha. So, friend, this is in the brief. You can see the number of seasons is Indian name, is English season, the month, 2 months, the English month, 2 months combination, average climate, and the festival we follow. The festival follow is always enjoyable. So, season wise, whatever we enjoy, that is season wise. Right now, the Navratri, we just dance. So here, the effect in nature and on your body, according to the season. Is the Shishirutu, your sun strength becomes strong, moon strength becomes weak, your nature is dry, the rasa is takta, the self strength is excellent, and those collected is cup. Cup starts getting collected in the Shishirutu. And in Vasant, the sun strength becomes more stronger, moon strength becomes more weaker, the nature is dry, ras is kashai, the self strength becomes little medium, and cough starts getting aggravated. In the Grishma Rutu, the strength is at the strongest level, sun strength. Moon strength is on the weakest one. The nature is the most dry. The rust is katu. Self strength becomes very less, and the dose starts getting collected is the vata. In Varsha Rutu, the sun strength becomes weak. Moon strength becomes strong. Nature becomes smooth. Rust aggravates. Amla, the self strength becomes less. Those collected pitta, those aggravation is vata and kapha. Sharad Ritu, sun strength become more weaker, moon strength become more stronger, nature becomes little smoother, the rust becomes leavened, and the strength becomes medium. Those collected normally no any. Those aggregated is pitta and then the kapha. Hemant Ritu, the sun strength is the weakest, the moon strength is the strongest, nature is the smoothest, and the ras is madhur, and the strength is excellent. So these are the six Ritus according to Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. The Vata gets collected in the Grishma Ritu, aggravates in Varsha Ritu, and suppressed in Sharad Ritu. Pitta gets collected in Varsha Ritu, aggravated in Sharad Ritu, and suppressed in Hemant Ritu. Kapha dosha collected in Shishir Ritu, it starts aggravating again in Shishir, and it gets suppressed in Grishma Ritu. So friends, whatever food we have specified, it should be taken under the supervision on any dietitian or your Ayurvedic physician. And generally, all the herbs and the food is well tolerated by the human body. But any medicine, any food, or any herb can have side effects. So contact your Vaidya or physician for any allergy at your urgent. For any query, contact Prana Yoga Center. You have the email ID. You can put any query just on the email. We'll reply you as early as possible. So again, request to everyone, those who have joined later, please share in the chat box your name, city, state, country, time, and the season. And in India, Mumbai, this is 13th October. Today is now almost 7:48. Ritu is Sharad and season is rainy. You don't want to put in chat box, you can put it straight away on the website, on the email ID of Prana Yoga Center. So friends, you have seen how the nature affects on your body. So now we should also take care of the nature. So preserve your nature, preserve your trees, preserve your water, preserve your earth. If you nature will preserve environment, season and you. If you will preserve them, they will preserve you. So thank you very much from Mumbai Metabolics. I am very much thankful to Prana Yoga Center, Mumbai Vedya Sabha, and all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Vinod Mehta, sir. It was an excellent detailing of this Ritucharya. You have included everything, means in which season, what should be taken, what should be avoided, everything you have mentioned in your lecture. So thank you very much. And especially about diseases also, what diseases person can face if a person is not taking care of this Ritucharya, means not following rules of Ritucharya, then person may be sick. So that is a good thing. All yoga teachers, they will come to know about this thing. I think, thank you again. And I would, at the end, I would like to thank all speakers. This lecture series started from my lecture on this Sattvavjay, means Ayurvedic psychology. Then it was Dr. Tejas Mohan, Dr. Vinayak Tayade, Dr. Prem Joshi, Dr. Mridula Rajput, Dr. Anju Chetia, and Dr. Ghanshyam sir, and Dr. Hima Nanavati. Then we had other lecture from Dr. Sarita Gutra, Dr. Rashmi Dauphude, and yesterday's lecture was from Dr. Shubhangi Sambre, and today lecture as Dr. Vinod Mehta sir is there. So I would like to thank all faculty. They have taken it very seriously and they gave all what they were having. All their knowledge about yoga and Ayurveda, they have shared with all participants. So thank you very much. Thank you to all participants, those who have participated in this. And I would like to thank Dr. Ghanshyam Sharma also from Prana Yoga Therapy Center, Arita ma'am, Saurav, everyone, those who have helped us directly or indirectly, they should be thanked. So I am thanking from the bottom of my heart. So over to Dr. Ghanshyam sir, what you want to say, please.
Thank you, Dr. Shyam Sundarji. Thank you, Vinod Mehta ji, and thank you all the speakers.
Any question about this lecture? Most welcome.
Yeah, if friends you have any question, Dr. Mehta will be very happy to reply regarding Ritucharya.
Well, these are the introductory lecture series. Now, when we start the main lecture series, at that time, I think each and every speaker will more precisely focusing on their subject, and they will give you more widely. They will explain each and every topic, whichever they have to explain you.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Mehta, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very much, Vinod sir. It was a lovely session.
So it was last lecture.
Yes.
Thank you,
Please
madam.
begin.
Thank you, Ghanshyam
Please begin.
sir. Thank you, Rita madam. Thank you, Saurabh sir. Thank you, Sham Sharma sir. Thank you, Rajendra Sharma sir. So for organizing such excellent lecture series. And we hope much better when we start the second main series very shortly.
Thank you, Vinod,
Thanks, sir.
for hosting session.